So ladies and gentlemen, I've done so many serious videos today. It's time for me to do something more lighthearted, just for the sake of it, just to have some fun. Let me just talk about this. I really don't like this guy, BBNO Money. I think he's a cuck. I think he's a coward. I think he is the embodiment of all of the things I don't like about streamer culture, about this sort of pseudo virtue and political correctness and saying the right thing, but doing the wrong thing. Not having the balls or the spine to actually do the right thing. And so Iron Mouse has announced that apparently she's going to be doing this collaboration on her talk show, podcast, whatever you want to call it, called Speak of the Devil, which, as somebody who has the name Tactical Templar and is a Christian, I honestly, I'll just be honest about Iron Mouse for a second. I think she's got an amazing singing voice. I think what she's overcome with her illness, I think it is absolutely incredible. I don't know why, especially coming from a Catholic family, which apparently she has. Correct me if I'm wrong, why you would choose to take Satan and the devil as your avatar. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know why that would be your choice. You could choose to be an angel. You could choose to be an angel, any number of angels. But you choose Satan. And they do what, VTubers and content creators do. They use baby talk. So it's not Satan, it's Satan. Sayton. It is Satan. I just got to tell you, not a fan of that. It doesn't usually go well for people that mock God or, mock the faith. I'm just saying that's my own personal belief. I think she's an amazing singer. I think what she's overcome is incredible. And here's the deal. While I may not like some of her personal choices and who she collabs with and hangs out with, people like this guy, I think that her content at the very least is more entertaining and interesting than 99% of other content creators. Especially on Twitch. Holy shit. But anyway, we have BBNO Money coming over on Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Bros, if you have any questions for him, leave them at a brand new link. We got a website. So, here's the deal. I think that Iron Mouse and Vishojo and all these other groups should be able to collab with whoever they want. But the standard that is set by people like BBNO Money is, no, there's certain people that you can't collab with or you shouldn't collab with. Now, Mizkif is okay, but Asmongold is not. And that's why I fixed the picture for them. I think this is all in good jest. It's all in good fun. I'm just having a bit of a laugh. I'm not taking it that seriously. But yeah, this guy's a piece of shit. You have a music video. Asmongold takes time out of his day. He didn't have to do it, but he did you a solid, goes out there to help you make your video, puts time and effort into it, and then you decide that you're going to block out his face. And why is that? Because you're friends with Hassan. You're friends with a terrorist supporting, underage brothel visiting freak, a narcissist, a retard, a degenerate. A guy that embodies the worst of the worst every single time he opens his mouth, and you're okay taking pictures with him, and, you're okay with him, but Asmongold is a step too far because he supports Trump, and you're a fucking spineless retard. That's all I'm saying here. Iron Mouse can do whatever she wants, but I think that her judgment sucks. I think her judgment in choosing her avatar, her design, her artist, all great. But why the hell would you choose Satan? Like, I just don't get it. And why would you choose to collab with all these people that are just plastic and fake and ballless, sackless. And I don't get it. Maybe it's sort of like a business first type of thing where you'll collab with anyone no matter what. But I mean, it's like for me, I couldn't do that. It's very bizarre the way that these people in the streaming world operate. Like collabing with this guy is just like, I understand that he's got a lot of followers, but at what cost? Like, are you looking at this as a purely transactional thing? But even if that's true, you're like, well, I went on stage with this guy. And by the way, when they went on stage, this guy BBNO Money has a fucking LGBTQ flag. The retarded one with the triangles and the different colors. Like, this guy's a freak. This guy's an absolute degenerate freak and a retard. And yet you're like, yeah, that's the guy I want to collab with. This guy that's highly polarizing, the guy that's got a reputation that's dog shit. People look at this guy and they immediately remember the time that he cucked out and decided to censor Asmongold from his video. This is the legacy of BB No Money. BB No One Respect You. And I'm not the only one that said something like this. Tectone's talked about this. Many people have talked about this and shit all over this guy. And I'm just here to have a little bit of fun, okay? It's not the end of the world. People can do what they want. This is obviously a decision that they made because they thought that it would be in the best interest of both of them. But I'm here to tell you that I think this actually does more damage to Iron Mouse than it does to the other guy. Even though he's literally collabing with Satan. And I understand. I understand. I grew up watching characters like The Undertaker. Okay, I get it. The demonic powers of hell are here to. I do understand that part of it, but outright calling yourself Satan and doing speak of the devil, I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to do that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just a Christian thing that I look at that and go, yeah, not really one to be down with the devil. But ladies and gentlemen, yeah, this is going to be a bit of a shorter video. I just wanted to talk about it. Had some fun at this thing's expense. And if you enjoy this stuff, if you like this guy, if you like Iron Mouse, by all means, go and watch it and enjoy it and all that stuff. But for me, it's like I don't dislike Iron Mouse, but I do dislike this guy. Not that I've ever listened to his music, but I judge a person by what they do. Not what they say. Because all of these people virtue signal. All of these people on the left virtue signal, and it's empty. It's platitudinal. It's just garbage. It's filler. It's junk food. And the thing is that you go out and you cancel Asmongold. You put the Murloc on him. But I mean, when I say it's performative, when I say it's bullshit, I want you to understand that I'm not just talking about. I'm not talking about this just one-dimensionally. This guy, BB No Money. I want to show you this picture. On the left is BB No Money, this guy, who looks somehow like an even gayer version of Johnny Depp. That's an Asmongold face painted on his chest. And this was a couple months before this happened. This was like a while ago. Painted Asmongold's face on his chest. But then Asmongold had to be censored, had to be blocked. Now, you support Donald Trump, and I'm, this guy BB No Money. I'm a retard, and I can't have association with people who disagree with me. I can only support terrorists like Hassan. What a. And Asmongold, as always, is just so gracious.
And in general, like, this is why, like, and you guys may or may not notice this, right? But like, this is why I've moved a lot away from like collabing and doing anything with anybody else, is because I know that obviously a lot of people don't want to be involved with the things that I do. And so to me, I don't view this as like a bad thing, right? Like, it's just the way it is. And so, like, whether I have like everybody agreeing with me or nobody agreeing with me, that doesn't change the fact of like the way that I feel, right? And it's not gonna like make me feel like I'm a bad person or like upset or anything like that. So does that make sense? Tecton is the back. Well, no, you aren't fully censored. I can see your ass in the background. Well, maybe, right? I don't know if that's really me or not. No. I wish that was my hairline, dude. Wake's hair is no, that's Wake. Wake has way better hair than I do. And no, definitely not. And do you think censoring you is going to highlight it and make a bigger deal out of it if they just left it alone? Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's up to them. Like, they're going to do the video however they want. I mean, like, it's not up to me. I don't really care. They do whatever they want. So yeah, in general, like, that's how I really feel about it. And so, and this has been the case for a long time, is that, like, I obviously go over and I do a lot of controversial stuff and I do a lot of edgy stuff. And so I don't ever blame people for not wanting to be involved with it or not wanting to be involved with me because of it.
I would agree with him to a certain extent. For example, I would never, ever, 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 ever want to collab with Hassan Piker. I'm not interested in collabing with a guy who's a terrorist supporter, an anti-American, underage brothel enthusiast. I wouldn't want to do anything with him. The difference here, and I will mention this, the difference here is this guy is obviously a fan of Asmongold, painting Asmongold on his body. Asmongold went out to help this guy, and that's the difference. Went out to help him, filmed the video, and then this guy decided to pull the rug. So this guy knew who Asmongold was a big, huge fan of him, then decides, well, you know, I'm going to censor him out of my video. That, ladies and gentlemen, is disgusting. And that's why this piece of shit is getting absolutely vivisected every time he pops his head up. People make fun of him, people mock him, and rightfully so. This guy should have to deal with the consequences of his retarded behavior. And that's really all it is. It's not that big of a deal, but it is something that I think was worth discussing in a shorter capacity. So, no hate for Iron Mouse. Don't understand why you chose to be a devil rather than an angel. I understand Lucifer is a fallen angel, but Lucifer is a fallen angel. Lucifer is, in biblical sense, Satan, who, I mean, we can get into the whole thing, but to embody the personification of evil in the Bible, I don't get it. I don't know how somebody becomes comfortable with that. Like I understand she could be an atheist. There's a high likelihood that she's an atheist, even though her parents may be, you know, Catholic or whatnot. But there's a chance, and so she doesn't really care, and so she doesn't really believe it. But even still, like, damn. Anyway, yeah, this guy BBNO Money is a piece of shit. Glad to have an opportunity to laugh at him and, you know, take a lighthearted shot. Anyway, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time.